Hey Older, Tinaguto, hello and welcome back. Oh, Aragon. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Thaumcraft 4.2 with Birdtross. I have updated the map wall here. I've got, I believe it's 5 new maps in there, and remember down here is 00, and I've basically come up and our house is about here. Well, let's get that. There we go, across here. You can see right there is the Greatwood tree. This is our river. And there's a green dot right there, and something that I did not realise. It is the middle of the night. We'll just take a quick sleep. But I did not realise. I showed you in one of the earlier episodes. I can't remember exactly now. But I showed you some like an eerie ruin sort of biome. Oh, this thing here. Oh, I meant to kind of do a cool little reveal, but we'll just quickly get rid of this guy. No! Oh. Oh, man. Okay, well, at least the note block survived. The idea is... Oh, that's right. This happens now. I don't think this happens without the goggles of revealing, no. So that's a goggles of revealing thing. That's really cool. No, but anyway, so the plan was, this was just going to be like a thing notifying me when the tree's grown. It's just very basic redstone, just literally threw it together. Get the tree. Anyway, coming out here, so we also had a quick taste there of level 20. What happens with this whole runic shield thing, the runic shield +1. I've had a little bit of a play with it. What seems to happen is that it like suppresses the damage that you take, is basically what happens with it. But anyway, just up here, I didn't even know about this until I made the maps, but because when I was going to make the map I came up here because this is one of the places that we need to make it, and it turns out that pretty close by to the house, almost directly on top of the thing, pretty much on top of the thing, we have an eerie biome, which I have looted, and I can't remember what I found inside here now, but... Wait, what? I saw a little particle. Can I break this with these? Oh! What are you? Do I know that? Yeah. Whoa! Oh my goodness, what is this, guys? Man, this is... I did not expect this. It looks like it's a wisp or something. That is really cool. Can I get more of these? I did not know about this. I swear. Now I've got these that I can build with. Okay. So there's spawners beneath there. I did not know that. Well, that's really cool. We'll have to mess with that some other time, but... There's plenty of things to do today. I'd like to start the video off with a little bit of an announcement. During one of my recent live streams, I asked the chat if you guys wanted to see a Thaumcraft live stream. You know, so I'd be in this world doing stuff around here live, and the general consensus was, yeah, we'd love to see that. So that's basically an announcement. I'm going to be streaming... What's the date? Oh, great. Let me just quickly work the date out. Oh my goodness, this is... The professionalism is real. Oh, come on, phone. Calendar. Right, so... 28th of February, at least for me, so that's going to be like the 27th for most people. 27th of February 2015. So the time for me would be the 28th of February, 6:30 PM in the evening. And I'm GMT +12 or +13 or something like that. If you know, I don't know the times offhand, but I'll probably put some major time zones in the description for you guys to take a look at. So there is going to be a live stream of this world, and it'll be awesome to have you there. Alright, so I've got 3 of these new blocks now, and we've got to get rid of those. I've put down some more chests as well. Just clear all that out. Where do I get this red... Oh, that's right, because my gizmo broke. So last time when we were working with the Thaumonomicon, with research and such, we discovered the node in a jar. We basically make a giant jar out of almost half a stack of glass blocks as well as some slabs, but it takes more vis than we can currently have in our wand right now, so we can't really do this yet. We just can't do it yet. And we also learned about a sort of a new tech tree here in Thaumcraft. We learned about the node stabilizer. Oh, hold on. Oh no, you guys in the comments were calling this a node preserver. That's what I thought it was called. No, it's a node stabilizer. And the general consensus is if you're going to be bringing a lot of nodes close together, then something like this is pretty much necessary to stop them stealing vis from each other. So when I do eventually get a more powerful wand and bring more nodes to my base, yeah, we're definitely going to want a bunch of these, but yeah, we're going to need to get some nitor, and man, that takes so much. So much vis, 32, wow. So you definitely do need the upgraded wand for that, and there's a whole host of things right here. There's even a better one, which probably works a little bit better, and there's something cool going on over there. But today we're going to be starting off our research McGubbins with this guy right here, Research Mastery, Power is Knowledge. Now this one's a little bit different from the researches that we've done previously, because this one is a Forbidden Knowledge. I have no idea what the difference between a normal and a Forbidden Knowledge is. You can tell the Forbidden Knowledges because they have this purple sort of vortexing thing around them. There are a couple of other ones that I know that have that. There's one right here. I think that's the only one that's in here. And I think there are others in here, is it? Oh, there's one over here, and there's definitely a couple in Artifice. You've got the Infernal Furnace right there. Got the Sinister Lodestone. Yeah, so it seems like the more interesting things in Thaumcraft appear to be Forbidden Knowledge, and I wonder what sort of effect this is going to have on us or the Minecraft world around us. We'll have to see. So, as usual, I've done the Research Mastery and I've gotten the tree, the research minigame sort of pretty much mostly done. The tricky bit was getting Cognitio over to an acceptable aspect, and I realized that I could use Instrumentum to get it over to Auto, so I just brought it over to Auto. So the base requirements are Praecontatio, Census, Cognitio, and this order right here. Yeah, so I just turn this over to Auto, Modus, and yeah, so we're just going to go ahead and fill the rest of this in. It's pretty straightforward. I'm using Aya again. I wanted to try and stop using that, but it's just the way it seems to work. It just seems to be most convenient for me. So it's just the way that I did it first. Anyway, Research Mastery, Power is Knowledge, Forbidden Knowledge, mostly harmless. So it seems like there's sort of different tiers of research here. Have I tried researching a discovery? Let me just quickly check. No, I didn't think that was going to work. But let's just take a quick look. You have gained permanent warp. Right. Let's just take a quick look at what warp is again. Not meant to be known with magic. Forbidden magic, so crafting objects of a questionable nature tends to distort a thaumaturgist's view of reality, twisting both their minds and their bodies. Fate over time, there is no known way to get rid of permanent warp once it is gained, and a thaumaturge who chooses to ignore the dangers in pursuit of power often finds himself on a slippery slope. Minor lapses, physical pain, hallucinations. Oh, okay, so this is a long-term thing that has just happened to us, and that appears to have unlocked whatever this is. Research duplication, sharing is caring. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. You've become even more efficient at performing research. Whenever you remove an aspect that you placed in a hex, there is a 50% chance you will regain the research point. Additionally, there is a 10% chance that whenever you place an aspect, that it will not cost any research points to do so. Well, that's cool. Lastly, you are able to combine aspects in the research table by shift-clicking on the aspect you wish to create. If you have enough of the component aspects, it will automatically combine to create the clicked aspect. Okay. So that makes it sound like I can... so we don't have any humanists right now. That sounds like instead of bringing those two down there and doing that, if I hold shift... oh, that is... Yeah, that is great. I mean, that is, again, another time saver. I mean, because with this previous one, learning what the aspects are, you sort of had to dig into your Thaumcraft, work out what the aspects were, and be like, okay, but... No, it's not as much of a time saver, but it's still really nice. So we can get some limus down. Wow. I like that. That is really cool. Okay, well I guess we need to do one other research today, and you guys were telling me as well about the whole wand thing. Let's go back inside the old Thaumcraft. About these researchers right here. As it turns out, you guys, sort of following the game, playing the game there a bit, sort of throwing items on the top of a wooden surfaces and just buffing the wand on top of the table is... Basically, it's no longer enough. That's not really a good way to craft things for us anymore. We need a more interesting and, you know, just a more interesting way of crafting things that allows us to make some more complicated stuff. Namely, this stuff right here. I really would like to go down this whole node thing because this just sounds so cool. I don't know. Anything to do with the nodes is pretty awesome. You know, manipulating the physical worlds in ways that are pretty sweet as. But okay. I do know a little bit about this. I can't remember where it was exactly. I think it was Zesto's LP actually on the Minecraft Feed the Beast server. This guy right here, I think is going to be our friend in this regard. Infusion. I should have the guy for it. No, okay, I apparently don't have it. Well, let's go ahead and get the scribing tools and paper out and check this dude out. Infusion, mystical fusion, indeedy only. Let's see if we know all of the aspects for that. We do. Fabrico, Precontatio, and Machina. Okay, that's Motus, Instrumentum. Well, Motus goes to air pretty quickly. Precontatio goes to air pretty quickly. And Fabrico can go to anything. Okay, that can go to auto pretty quick. But then we can use Motus to go from auto to Aya pretty much instantly. So this is going to be another Aya one. Alright, let's get some more vacuous. That's so nice. And the machine... right, that just goes straight to Motus. Oh, good job, guys. Let's get some more A down. Alright, and that... What was Fabrico again? Okay, so we'll just throw down some Instrumentum, go to Auto, and go to Modus. And then Aya. That should do the trick. We can do Aya right there. Okay, but now we have the interesting situation where Arbor... Yeah, okay, we need to do like another Aya basically. We'll go Herber, then Arbor to save the Aya. There we go. That could have been a little bit nicer perhaps, but it works. There we go. Oh. Wait, what? Oh, okay. That was a little bit odd. That's the first time that's ever happened. So we got the infusion discovery. Oh my goodness. Let's have a look at this. Whoa, okay. That's just kind of blown... Yeah, this is the main thing that I wanted. Spoiler alert. Oh my goodness, it looks like we've just expanded our prospects in the artifice tree quite a lot. Fertility lamp of growth. Oh, cool. But there's so many cool things in Thaumcraft. That is awesome. I do remember this guy right here, the Sword of the Zephyr. In Thaumcraft too, you could use that to fly around. Check my LP, where you can basically use the boots of the Traveller. That's what they were called in that mod, and you could use that And you could jump like 50 blocks easy with those two. Anyway, Infusion. Arcane crafting and alchemy can go only so far. Something better is needed to create truly powerful mystical objects. Infusion crafting is the process of infusing a single object with magical energy and the properties of other objects. You could, for example, infuse a stone with Aevis and a feather, and it would result in a very light stone. As is usual with thaumaturgy, things are not quite that simple. To even get started with infusion crafting, there are several things you need. A runic matrix, arcane pedestals, and a ready supply of magic in the form of essentia. Okay. This seems to be happening. I don't know if this is some sort of bug with the lighting. It seems like the blocks are really dark. I don't know why that is. It could be something to do with nighttime, actually. Let me try reading that again during the day just to see if that works. Because sometimes the blocks are fine. No, okay, so it's not to do with the day. So a runic matrix requires 4 shards, enderpearl, arcane stone block, and 40 ordo. So I could actually make that right now because I do have a... I am starting to build up a decent backlog of enderpearls. Alright, let's get back into there. So this here, not too bad. Let's have a look. The arcane workbench. Once you have your runic matrix properly placed into a structure, commonly known as an infusion altar. Let's see, what? Arcane pedestal. We don't have any infusion altars. You can begin to craft. The central pedestal, located under the matrix, is where the item you wish to infuse will go. You will also need several more pedestals placed around the altar where you can place the blocks and items you wish to infuse into the target object. Lastly, you'll need water jars or similar essentia containers holding the requisite amount of vis. Right, so it sounds like we're going to have to finally start up essentia distillation, you know, that project that I kind of ignored for a couple of episodes, and now it turns out is going to be important. Once all this is gathered, you can click on the runic matrix with a wand to start the crafting process. During the first stage of crafting, essentia will be drained from nearby sources. Crafting will stall if there is insufficient essentia available, something that you do not want, as will be explained on following pages. Man, this is actually quite complicated. The mystical construct. Okay, you need your runic matrix. You need empty space around the runic matrix. So this is a 3x3 by the look of it. Okay, you need empty space. Beneath that, we're going to need 4 arcane stone blocks. And beneath that, we're going to need arcane stone bricks and the arcane pedestal. And the recipe for that was 7 arcane stone blocks. I've got like a decent amount of these actually. Let's just have a look because I've been using them for building. Yeah, I've got tons of them. Yeah, so we're good. Oh, and if you didn't have a look, yeah, I've got tons of entropy shards I can use for crafting all this stuff up now. Let's go back in. Crafting. Once all the required essentia has been infused into the target object, the other objects will have their essential essence drained. Right, so they disappear. Only when this is done will the crafting process complete. Infusion crafting is not without risks. The entire process involves forcing vast energies into a single object. Unpredictable things tend to happen. Usually one of the fusion objects gets knocked off a pedestal or flux gets generated, but more catastrophic events are not unheard of. The longer crafting continues due to unresolved problems like lack of vis or dropped items, the greater the chance of something bad happening. These effects can be reduced by various means. Firstly, you wish to keep the entire fusion structure as symmetrical as possible. Take care of note when you place pedestals, and make sure they are balanced with other pedestals on the opposite side of the altar. When placing fusion items into them, you may wish to keep them balanced as well. Lastly, you can place occult paraphernalia around the altar in symmetrical formulations, things like candles, skulls, crystals, etc. These all have the effect of reducing instability. Crystals. Skulls. I have skulls and I have crystals. Okay. Cool, so I take it that is the finished product. Right. Well, we actually have everything that we need to be able to craft this. I think I am a little bit low on air. I only have 3 air, so I might need to quickly run outside to go and get that. But yeah, just give me a few minutes, guys, and I will go ahead and get ready to craft this guy up. Just wanted to quickly bring you guys back in. I've just wanted to show you this example of a fading aura node. You can see it's kind of blinking in and out, and I actually came through here during the night time and something interesting was happening, and I just wonder... No, it doesn't seem like it's to do with the actual totem itself. These things are called totems, by the way. But some angry zombies, like the old school angry zombies from Thaumcraft 2, was spawning out of this guy during the nighttime. I guess it's to do with the light level or something. Yeah, this is just right next to the village. You know, our village that we found in episode 2. Anyway, see you in a bit again. So if we want to start crafting this thing, we're going to need to get 4 arcane stone blocks, shards, and an ender pearl in the middle. Okay, let's give that a try. Arcane stone blocks, go. Of course that's going to require 40 auto. Yeah, I did fill this guy all the way up, but I think we will actually need to take a quick detour during the episode here to actually fill it up. So there we go, runic matrix. I guess while I'm thinking about it, we might as well try researching this guy. There we go, so we've got 6 air, 3 alienus, 3 iter, 6 auto, 7 precontatio, and 3 vitreous. Very, very cool. Let's see, what was the next thing that we needed? I know I'm only going to need 1 of those. Oh, here we go. So now they light up for some reason. Next up, we're going to need 7 arcane stone blocks, and that's going to get us 2 pedestals, but that's going to cost 5 air. Whatevs. Get that back in there. Cool. Let's try scanning these things. That's just 1 air, 2 precontatio, 2 terror, nothing particularly special going on there. And we're also going to need... Well, that's actually everything, isn't it? Well, we are going to need a few arcane stone bricks, but I should have those already crafted up. Yes, I do. So we can't actually use this thing without Essentia distillation. So Essentia distillation will definitely need to happen. I don't know where the actual alchemical furnace has gone. There it is. In all its discovered glory. Okay, where am I going to put this thing? This is all really a temporary situation, and even, you know, all the stuff's down here is not going to be Infusion, I can tell you that, but I guess we'll work on this area a little bit. I guess while I'm mining this out, I'll take a quick second to talk about the Repair 2 pickaxe. So I've had a decent amount of chance to use it here. I did a chunk in my chunk mining mine down below. I used that to dig it out because it's a really good work pick that we've picked up, by the way. You guys were talking about how I could possibly throw some Fortune or Silk Touch on there, and we've got 2 Silk Touch picks for the moment, so we're doing okay on that front, and we do have the Fortune 2 diamond pick. But yeah, getting a Fortune 3 pick is definitely something that we need to do. in the future to increase our ore production even more. But one of the issues with the thaumium tools is that they only have a durability of about 400. I looked it up. You can do that by holding down F3 and then pressing H. That'll display the durability of items in the game, and I think it'll show the item IDs as well. So yeah, Thaumcraft tools only have a durability of 400 in comparison to diamond tools, which have a durability of like over 1500, so there's quite a difference there in terms of just the amount of durability that they have. So what does that mean exactly? That means that I can only use the pick for, 10-15 minutes before I need to stop and let the guy charge up with Vis again. But the problem there is that it doesn't actually use the Vis equally. We kind of covered that. The main hogs of Vis appear to be Ordo and Aya, which are also, interestingly, the hardest aspects for me to get around here. Well, I guess technically the hardest one for me to get is Pedicio, but I guess Aqua as well, but I almost never need to get those. Ignis is pretty common. Terra is also pretty common as well. We actually used a lot of Terra. That was completely full before I started this. Wow. It looks like I might need to do a couple of more levels of this guy. Let's see. So that's going to be at least 3, so I probably want to do about 4. Okay. Okay, that's a decent amount of space cleared out. Let's see how this goes again. This is really forgetful stuff. Hopefully we can actually move this thing as well. So it's going to be 4 stone bricks in the covering around the center, like I guess this. Okay, it's quite dark there. Let's just do the best we can with lighting. Next up is going to be 4 regular stone blocks. Okay. There's going to be a pedestal right there as well, isn't there? Am I actually... okay. I haven't scanned these. Okay, I'll just quickly scan these as well. Right. Exactly the same. No surprises. So I think this guy went in the middle like that, right? And then I've got a spare one, but I need to make a couple more to actually use this thing properly. No. No. No, get away. You can't have my Thaumanomicon. Sorry about that, Infusion. I guess that's how that works. And then that just appears to be floating. Okay, well I have to... I guess we'll just have to quickly put... No! Do I have to shift click it? Okay, there we go. Shift click will do the trick. Throw that there. Oh, that looks cool. And that's going to take... Yeah, I'm basically going to need to charge my wand up again, aren't I? Yeah, that's going to take 25. Do I have everything? No. And yeah, so the hogs, I'm going to need some Terra, Aya, and Ordo. Okay. Time to do another run. So I've charged up the wand. We're going to need 25 of each aspect as I understand it. Yep. Now, so if this all goes to plan, this should work. Here we go. Oh! Uh-oh. Wow. That just drained all of the Vis. Well, that is, that's definitely a very cool set piece. That is, wow. How on earth do you do something like this? Are these, like, this collision detection? Wow. Okay, you can't go up there. That's like... That, You know, as this is another example of just how Asinoid can just completely outdo himself and, you know, just make the modding world of Minecraft just go, wow, how on earth did he do that? Wow, how on earth did he do this? Well, anyway, basically all that's left in order to make this guy functional is to throw down some more of these pedestals around the place, but we're also going to need to get some essentia, which means we're going to need to get back into this guy again. I don't even know exactly why I just kind of left it on the back burner. I think just because it was sort of a dead end. Yeah, I can put essentia in these jars, but that doesn't really mean very much to me at the moment. Also, I was actually looking through this, and I've determined using this that we are only missing 6 aspects. There are 48 aspects in the game. You see how it says unknown aspect? Yeah, all you have to do is count the number of those that there are, and there's 6 of them that I've found. So yeah, I only need to find 6 more aspects, and then I'll know them all. So that way we'll be able to have a nice sort of, basically a nice big, almost probably circular or perhaps a semicircle sort of library storage of liquid essentia, but that is going to be quite a ways down the road in terms of the main base. And speaking of the main base, I've decided that basically after this episode is going to be a building episode, and basically alternating videos of this series from now on are going to be building the base and then sort of more specific sort of Thaumcrafty stuff, you know, doing stuff like this and running around charging up wands, you know, discovering stuff, research, scanning, all that kind of good stuff that we've been doing so far in the series. But I haven't really made a whole lot of progress on the house. And so I think the only real way to force myself to do it will be to actually make YouTube videos of it. So next video after this is going to be a building episode. Go ahead and watch it if you're interested in the building aspect of the series. Otherwise, don't watch it. So yeah, just by virtue of the episode number, you guys can essentially tell if it's going to be a crafting episode, or, you know, sort of a magic episode, or just a building episode. But yeah, so that's going to be happening from now on. Next episode's a building episode. And that is also, I think that's pretty much everything that I wanted to cover today. Don't forget to check in the description for the time zone, or just popular time zones that I'm going to list about when my usual weekly live stream of me in the Thaumcraft world, probably doing some building, to be honest. Maybe doing a few things if we get a decent turnout. Perhaps working on the sky a little bit more, but this is probably going to be a YouTube video. Many things to work out. It all depends on how many of you guys turn up. But yeah, that's it from me for this episode. Thank you guys very much for watching. Oh, no, I don't want to start broadcasting. I want to start broadcasting. That would have been kind of cool if I did that just before. Anyway, hope that you guys enjoyed this episode. We got Infusion. We're starting down the Infusion ways. That's pretty cool. Kia kaha. And I'll see you in the next video. Or I'll zap ya.